Policy also noted that the computer usage is not private and will be monitored. In 2004, many of the district's computers were having issues with pop ups, so the district re imaged or wiped them clean. 10 months later, Zellner again needed his wiped for similar issues. The IT person reported that computers do not end up like Zellner's without going to questionable websites. Herrick ordered monitoring software be put on Zellner's computer, which Zellner acknowledged the district's right to do so. In November of 2005, while at school, Zellner searched for the word blonde and up came inappropriate images. For 67 seconds, Zellner continued to click through the pictures, and this activity was reported to Herrick, who met with Zellner and gave him the opportunity to resign or face the school board. Zellner decided to have the hearing, and the school board terminated Zellner's contract. On appeal, the termination was rescinded. When the school district appealed, the court held that the termination was supported by just cause and that Zellner failed to prove the dismissal was connected to his speech as a member of the union. Students also need to follow the acceptable use policy as noted by the next case, MT for AT versus the Central York School District. The acceptable computer use policy here clearly states that use of the internet must be in support of the educational mission and instruction program as prescribed by the Central York School District. The appendix of this policy contains a table with possible offenses and disciplinary actions. It also states that a violation results in a loss of privileges and possible 1 to 10 day suspension, but it also allows for modifications based on the individual case. All students and parents receive and sign off on a copy of the policy at the beginning of the school year. In 2006, the school's network security was breached when they noticed that a picture of a shirtless male student appeared on the district's website. After an investigation, it was thought that AT, the student, had been involved due to previous computer-related misconduct. When questioned, he admitted to assisting another student in the breach and also providing usernames and passwords to other students to enter restricted areas of the computer system. AT was expelled pending a hearing. AT and his parent, MT, filed suit claiming that the expulsion was not a reasonable disciplinary action. The Commonwealth Court of Pennsylvania held that due to a previous suspension for a computer-related violation, the 10-day suspension was not sufficient and that the expulsion was a reasonable disciplinary action. The fifth and final of these cases involves the use of work email and the Freedom of Information Act, or also known as FOIA. In 2007, during heated negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement, a request was made for all emails beginning January 1st between 3 members of the Howell Education Association. The union president and 2 vice presidents were emailing each other regarding union issues using their work email accounts. HEA did not want to release these emails, reasoning that they discussed union issues which were not public information under FOIA. Since there was no case law about personal emails maintained on a public body's computer system, HEA filed suit against the Howell Public Schools requesting that personal emails are not public record as defined by FOIA. First, a trial court held that personal emails generated and stored on the school department email system are public record under FOIA. After an appeal to the State of Michigan Court of Appeals, it was held that a public record is a writing prepared, owned, and used by a public body in performance of an official function. And since emails were union related, they did not fall into the category of official function. Therefore, personal emails stored on a public body
Created using Powtoon.